So I'm making these squares, these crochet squares for a charity. You can find the link below. And they're just 8-inch squares. And then this charity in South Africa, they put them all together, different ones from all around the world, to make blankets for those in need. And I thought, I might as well do a little bit of a different design. I'm not sure if this one is going to be okay for this charity because of all the holes in it. But I just wanted to give it a go. As usually I do a lot of sewing and a lot of other crafts. But this time I thought, I'll give it a go and try to stretch my crochet skills a little bit. Having a kind of a relaxing Sunday. I'm a teacher and I'm on holidays at the moment. Well, it's a Sunday and we have holidays Monday and Tuesday. And of course, as you can probably hear, I have a cold just in time for, of course, the holidays. But I thought I'd do a little bit of crochet today before I get on with some more sewing. For my sewing, I'm doing a Kawandi quilt, or inspired by Kawandi quilts. So I'll be continuing that on some machine sewing later. I thought let's have kind of a relaxing start to the day since I'm not feeling that well, but I want to do something today. Oops. The pattern for this, it's not my pattern, so I can't share the pattern, but the link is in the description for this pattern. It's quite nice, but maybe I chose two colors that are maybe a little bit too similar. Doesn't stand out as much as it probably could, but I quite like it. I'm not sure how much bigger I'm going to make it. Maybe big enough to have it the size of a placemat maybe. But yeah, it's not a difficult pattern or anything. Just have to remember when to change the colors and how to hold your thread. So a little tuck there to keep it tight. It's the first time I'm actually trying to videotape, it shows my age, to film myself crocheting. It's a little bit tricky to get everything set up. I bought this kind of camera stand type thing, but it can hold your phone, but then it kind of doesn't. A little bit tricky to explain, but it's not as useful as I thought it was going to be. I thought I'll try it out this way. And I enjoy a bit of crochet. This one does get kind of annoying because, as you can see, everything kind of gets a little bit muddled up because you keep switching between the wools. You've got to make sure that you're keeping that string in there. I'll keep looking up at my phone to see if I'm still in camera, so excuse it if I'm not. I do enjoy a bit of crochet. Oh, you might notice I've got a plaster on, and I always put that on when I'm crocheting. I just haven't found anything else that's more comfortable, just to prevent the wool from cutting into my finger. So I quite like to use one of these. Oop, don't need both of those. So yeah, as I said, this is not my pattern, but you'll find the link below. It's a really good video. It takes you through step by step how to do this one. And it's quite a nice pattern. You kind of get the hang of it after a few rows, and then you know exactly what you need to do. Besides being ill, I've been thinking about future and plans. Currently I'm living in Dubai at the moment and teaching in Dubai, but I've also been thinking about maybe doing something different for my career, moving on to do something else. Not sure. But maybe I'm just getting a little too old to keep up with all the teaching. It is quite an exhausting job. So I've been thinking a lot about maybe moving somewhere, doing some online work, like tutoring. So yeah, some big thoughts going on, really. Some big decisions to be made. That's kind of what I'm thinking about during my Sunday crochet. Maybe this square would be okay for the charity, I'm not sure. Because I did say, you know, I don't want things with too many holes. Obviously it's going to be a blanket, and I want the blanket to be warm. So I might just make it big enough to be like a placemat. I don't know if this is going to be a very interesting video. I thought I'd have plenty to say. I thought, oh, maybe people wouldn't mind if there was no music or whatever. There was sometimes just silence, kind of a meditative crocheting experience. Been thinking a lot lately about mindfulness and looking after yourself, and sometimes just being quiet. Though I do find it difficult to be quiet sometimes, I gotta say. But yeah, do check out this pattern. It's quite nice. I'm really enjoying it. And we'll see how big it gets. Depends on how much wool I've got, I suppose. See how far I'm gonna get. Just doing the corner there. But yeah, it's a nice relaxing pattern. I like it when you can sort of pick it up fairly quickly and then just keep continuing it on. Actually watch a bit of TV while I'm crocheting. I do enjoy that. It's nice and restful and relaxing. If you haven't tried crochet before, there's plenty of videos on YouTube to explain. Maybe one day I'll do a simple crochet one, like a simple square. It could be alright. Have to figure out how to do the camera better maybe. Because right now I can't I've got the camera up, or my phone up high enough. But I can't quite see if everything is okay. So I'm just going to keep going on with this. Oop, didn't get the whole thread there. But yeah, I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. Maybe doing some crafting. Maybe spending some time with friends. I'm just going to stay at home today, I think, and try to get over this sniffly. Always happens to me though. Every time it's the school holidays, it seems like my body just knows time for holidays, so it's time to get sick. Really bad timing when you think about it. Always have to check the back to make sure everything is coming along nicely and that you're catching that second thread for when you want to change the colors. So yeah, I think I'm just going to keep going on with this for a while. I might have to block it later so it lays nice and flat if it's going to be like a table mat, or I guess it would be a really big coaster for a big cup of coffee or something, or a big cup of tea. And you can see I'm coming around to my starting corner there. So it's a lovely pattern. I think if you had more contrasting colors, and in the video the lady has two really contrasting colors so you can see that pattern more. But I quite like it. I like this purple, and I like this kind of very natural yarn. I just got it off Amazon. It's called Red Heart. A really nice brand. Yeah, so that's my Sunday. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday and enjoying your crafting time. Bye.